Hi everyone, welcome to Python crash course. In a previous lecture we had seen how you can install Anaconda and Python in your computer. Now we are gonna get started with the Python crash course for your machine learning lectures. Alright, so you need to search here Anaconda, then you will get this particular match there. You need to open this into administrator mode. So run Anaconda into administrator mode. This one is the default location for my Anaconda. And I'm gonna make here a new folder inside my desktop. So that is the ML here. All of our algorithm and Jupyter notebook we will be storing inside this particular folder. So you need to click on this ML folder, then get the address of ML folder. I'm just going to copy this and then I need to change the directory and let's zoom it a little so that you can see it properly. I'm going to just change this directory to desktop ML. Once you are inside the desktop ML, there you need to start the Jupyter notebook. Alright, every time whenever you close your Jupyter notebook, you need to start your Jupyter notebook with this method like I had shown you here. Alright, it will automatically open in a new browser. If this doesn't open, then you can click any of these links to open your Jupyter in your browser. Automatically it will open in a default browser. Currently we don't have any file inside this ML folder. That is why notebook list is empty here. We need to make here a new notebook. So you need to click on new Python 3 IP kernel. Then it's gonna make here a new notebook. Then we are gonna rename this new notebook where we can say that this one as the Python crash course. So this one Python crash course is going to be for our data science course. Thereafter you can insert a new cell here above of this, and then you can convert this cell into a markdown by pressing M in your keyboard. Alright, so there this has become a markdown. There I'm gonna say that here as the Python crash course. Alright, thereafter you can hit here shift and the enter. Then I'm just gonna insert here a new cell by clicking A there, otherwise you can insert from here. Then I'm just gonna highlight this particular cell there, and then again I'm gonna press here M in my keyboard. Otherwise here you can convert your cell type to markdown by pressing M, to code by pressing R, and raw NB convert by pressing R there in your keyboard. So by pressing M, I converted this into a markdown. Then I'm just gonna type here as the Python arithmetics operations. Alright, so there are many Python arithmetic operations, like we have addition, subtractions, multiplications, division, modulus, exponentials, and the floor division. Let's go ahead and see all those one by one. For that we need to add here few cell. Just you need to click outside of here cell, and either you can press A or B. A means we are gonna add here a new cell above of this cell. Alright, something like this. So many cells are getting added there. Alright, perfect. So thereafter we are going to see how you can do the addition of the two numbers in the Python. You can simply press like 1 plus 1 and then you run this cell, that is the 2. Alright, so similarly you can add any numbers here. These are the addition. Similarly you can do the subtraction, like 5 minus 1. This is going to show here a 4, or 1 minus 5. This is going to show here a minus 4 there. Alright, similarly you can do multiplication here, something like 4 into 4, that is the 16, or you can say 4 multiplied by 7, that is the 28. You can multiply any numbers here, not just the the smaller numbers. And other than the multiplications, we have the divisions. You can divide any two numbers, something like, let's say 3 divided by 2, and then you can do like 4 divided by 6, and you can divide any larger numbers, or whatever numbers you want to divide. You can divide any numbers. Even you can divide a float number, something like this. All right. Other than the division, we have also here a modulus operations. The modulus is something where you want to get the remainder of the numbers. For example, if I ask you to get the remainder of the 32 divided by 6, then how would you get that? If you divide it by 6, you will be getting the numbers into the floating points there. But I want here the remainders. All right. That's mean this particular, I don't want this particular part. I want 5. All right, so that 5 will not be displayed here. I want whatever left after 5. All right, that means the 30. If we divide 30 by 6, then we get the 5, and additional 2 is the remainder there. So that we can get if we put there a percent sign there. That's the modulus sign there. That is the 2. Any numbers you can do something like this. All right, for this we have there a 6 there. All right, that's when if we subtract 6 into this, we get this particular number. All right, and then we can divide by 13. We will be getting here a perfect number there. That's the integer. But you see there, still you are getting here a floating numbers there. Whenever you divide any number in a Python, that automatically get converted into a floating point. Even though you divide here integer numbers as well, this will get converted into a floating points there, something like this. All right, any number if you divide, that will automatically get converted into floating point numbers. But suppose that if you want this number represented as the integer, then how would you do that? There is the another arithmetic operations which is known as the floor division. So for floor division, you need to put there two forward slash actually, something like this. 20 2 forward slash by 4. That's the floor division. All right, there you get, or you can do like the anything like 6 divided by 4. So that's the 1.5. But we don't want this as the float point. We want the floor division. So if you need to put there 2 forward slash, then you will be getting there the 1, because it was 1 point something. So that point got there truncated, and then you will be just getting the floor division there. All right. Other than that, we have Other than that, we have also the exponential, or you can say the power or power of some numbers calculation. You can do that in the Python as well. Something like, if you remember, a standard the arithmetic operations, you do something like this, the 2 power of 2, but this is not the power in the Python. This is the XOR operation. So for power, you need to put there 2 star there. So something like that. This is the 2 power 2, that's the 4. If you say here 2 power 3, that is the 8, and the 3 power 3, that is the 27. You can do any numbers. You can calculate the power of any numbers. It's quite large number actually here. That's how. Do you know here one thing? Do you notice the difference there? While we were doing the division, we were getting the floating point numbers, but when we are calculating the power, we are getting here the integer numbers only. All right, perfect. So this is all about in this lecture. Thanks for watching this. In the next lecture, we will see the data types in the Python.